Hello everyone, today I'm here in Wyomissing, Pennsylvania at the Berkshire Mall. Now this mall opened in 1970 and has stayed pretty much stuck in time since then. Unfortunately, in the last few years, the owners of this property have really let the mall deteriorate. Sinkholes opened up in the parking lot, part of the structure was condemned, the facade is falling apart, windows are boarded up, tenants are leaving, and it has ultimately led to the announcement that this mall will be demolished and the lot will be redeveloped. So before that happens, I want to take you guys inside, show you around. The mall is extremely retro, and I'll share some memories because this is a mall I went to a lot growing up. And we will see the mall one last time before it's gone. Let's get in there and check it out. Thank you. Alright, so here we are inside the mall, and you'll see over here they have a pizzeria, and over here is a home decor. This used to be a pet store back in the day. It closed around COVID, pet store there. But as you can see, the mall is just extremely retro. It's got these old floors here. It's got these trash cans, old wooden trash cans, and you can tell this used to be an ashtray here. These trash cans are from when smoking was allowed in the mall. Of course, those days are over now. You can see the tile floors and all that kind of stuff, terrazzo floors, and man, look at this mall. DH phone repair. This used to be a place called Cell Fix. My first iPhone was a 5S, and I got the screen replaced there one time. Look at this old gumball machine here. Man, this has been here forever. They got some tables and chairs here, another trash can. One of these perfume shops and a coffee shop there at the end. Now we're on the main area. Here's the entrance to Champ Sports. And then right here we have one of the two fountains in this mall. This one no longer works, the other one does. And then here is one of the old anchor stores. Now this used to be the Sears. My family shopped here pretty frequently when it was open. If you don't believe me, here's a receipt from 2002. That is closed in 2019. It was Spirit Halloween for a couple years. They put that in there, but for the most part, you know, it's been closed. But the fountain there has a bridge, and there's still some coins in there. No longer operational. The other fountain does still turn on, but this one does not. Over here on the other side of the Sears, they have another entrance on the other side of the mall, and then right here they just have this mall directory. Not sure how old this is, if there's anything that is here. It's not that old because Sears and the other anchor store that's no longer there, Bon-Ton, neither of them are labeled anymore. So directory is pretty up to date and does still light up. But yeah, look how old everything in here looks. Very retro. Here's the Express, another store that has survived. And then down here is the main stretch of the mall. This place looks pretty new over here. This Immaculate Claw and Games. XL Design, Bath and Body Works, that's a staple of a dead mall. Here's more of these, you know, wooden benches and indoor plants and stuff. Verizon, Journeys. Look at these old drop ceilings up here. This Journeys has been here for a long time. Here's the old Dairy Queen kiosk. This has been closed for a pretty long time. I remember getting blizzards here a couple times. This mall does still have a FYE. Guess we can take a quick sweep in here real quick since these aren't super common anymore. There's copyrighted music playing in here, so it won't take too long, but look at all these CDs. Look at this. Does this bring back memories for anybody here? All these CDs and DVDs. I don't see the vinyl yet. I don't know where those are. But all these plush. They used to have Funko Pops along this back wall here. I guess they got rid of that. Here's more DVDs and movies. More. Is this a VHS? No. No, that's a DVD set. So there's the FYE in the Berkshire Mall. All right, now leaving the FYE. Over here they have Cindy North. This looks like a pretty cheap store. This might have been where the Gap used to be. I think it was. I think this is where the Gap was. Look at this, guys. The old polyester porch facade. They don't do this anymore. Old tiles. Check that out. That's a sign of an old mall there. They also have Journeys. More trash cans and benches in the middle. You know, all that kind of stuff. MD and books. You know, more of the name brand stores move out, and then these off-brand ones move in, like trendy fashion shoes. I don't know how any of that is trendy. I don't know. Nobody's shopping there, clearly. My Fairy Tales. This used to be a place called the Morgue, which had a bunch of just really gross, nasty stuff, and they went out of business, and now it's My Fairy Tales, but it still smells like the Morgue. That stuff had a very strong odor. All right, now we're in the center part of the mall here. AT&T and that jeweler there are the center shops. They have the staircase, which goes up to the upper level food court. They have these old seats here. I remember sitting in these a lot as a kid coming here. Over there is the spot where the second Anchor store used to be, which was the Bon-Ton. They closed in 2018. As you can see, there's the sign for the second level food court. They have these neat lights here. I remember for the longest time, 2 of those were out, and it drove me nuts. I was glad when they fixed all of those. Over here, they have the old mall security and info desk. But, yeah, look at this center court here. All right, heading upstairs now to the food court. There's also an elevator here. Wonder how much of this stuff is still open. Of course, there was also a second level entrance to Bon-Ton. We have Lens Crafters up here. Yeah, this is pretty dead up here, man. But, wow. Check out this old neon though in the food court. That's neat. A lot of the shops have closed. That right there used to be Chick-fil-A. I believe that was the first Chick-fil-A I ever ate at. It was there for over 30 years. Closed in 2022. Look at that neon stuff there. Really retro food court. Now, this is not an opening day attraction for this mall. This opened in 1989, so this was not here since the beginning. Of course, the design is a little different than the rest of the mall. The China Max and Hibachi's still open. I'm not sure if, I guess Ray's didn't go out of business. It's just not open right now. They used to have Subway and stuff over there. There's some more seating here, and then over here, this food court's called the Terrace, and they have this neon sign over here. I'll put a shot of it from the outside so you can see what that looks like. But they're cleaning over there, so I won't go over there, but you can see what that looks like. Just a very retro food court here. Very 80s, that's for sure. Here's a shot from the staircase of the center court area, so you can see, you know, what everything looks like. The ceiling, they got, looks like that's natural light. They have some windows up there for a skylight. Now, when you come down the steps from the food court, you go down this other little hallway. There's a couple shops here. These are the escalators to go up to the food court. The down one is broken though, and there's a couple other shops. They have, I don't know, must be an entrance to the AT&T from another part. It must be a pretty big store there, the AT&T. This service group right here, this used to be my favorite place in the mall. It was called the Confetti Arcade. I love this arcade. It was only open for a couple of years, but it was just fantastic. They had a great game selection. Really miss that arcade. I remember coming in these doors one day and just being so sad when I found out that they were gone. Really upsetting. A couple rides and air graphics here as well. So there's this entrance. All right, now continuing on from the center court here, we have an Annie Ann's kiosk. Definitely went to this Annie Ann's here more than the main store in the mall. Definitely shopped Annie Ann's there more. Here's another offshoot Jewelers, the Berkshire Express. This has been here for a pretty long time. Just a little convenience store in the mall. Look at that GameStop. It looks like that's going out of business there. They're pretty emptied out. Oh yeah, this store is closing. They're done. Exclusive, another off-brand, and same with this DTLR, you know. K-Van, I don't even know what that is. Or K-On, never heard of that. Here's the Challenge Arcade. So this is the new arcade. Unfortunately, it's closed. I was hoping to go in there today. Starting the week of March 17th, it will only be open Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But there's what it looks like in there. It's not as, I don't like it as much as the confetti arcade that used to be over there, but it is still kind of nice. Over here we have Furniture Direct, which is just a off-brand furniture store. Foot Locker, which is also going out of business. It seems like all of the name brand stores are going out of business. Fantasy. That used to be a place called Coventry Corners, and I don't even know if Fantasy is still open now. Linen Beyond, they sell some ugly looking furniture and linens and curtains and stuff. Never get anything there. Go Games and Toys is still open. The Wrestling Academy and more. Look at this, Bling Bling. This is my first time seeing this here. Spencer's is still open. S&B Sports and Collectibles. Victoria's Secret's over there on that end. They have this little calendar, and I guess it's just a calendar kiosk. It's run by Go. I wonder how they sell enough calendars to have both a store and a kiosk. Claire's is still open. That's been there for a long time. And then here is the other fountain I was talking about earlier. Now they are still running this one. It's probably because of Boscov's. If Boscov's wasn't there, they probably would not be running this fountain. But since Boscov's is here, most likely they are still running it. I've always loved these acorn lights here. The different colors is different. They were all green for a long time. They recently added these red and that white one over there, but I love those lights, and just a really neat fountain. I'm glad they're still running it. Of course, Boscov's is the only anchor store still left. It's probably the only reason this mall survived COVID is because of Boscov's, and when they demolished the mall, Boscov's is the only thing that will stay standing. They had to repair that ceiling up there. It was falling apart, but you can see it looks like there is still some problems with the ceiling. Down here, they have the Zara Beauty Salon. Over here, they have a couple more kiddie rides. And then here is the nail division and Ruby Tuesday, which is no more. They closed at Ruby Tuesday a few times. This sign is still working here, though, so they did not get rid of that. But Ruby Tuesday is no more in the Berkshire Mall. I'm not going to go in Boscov's because they are not knocking this down. There's really no need to go in there. That will remain. Here's Zales. So there is still a somewhat name brand jeweler in this mall. You can see there's a look down the whole thing. So retro in here. It'll be a shame when this goes away. Man, pretty much all of my childhood malls will be gone before I turn 20. Kind of crazy. I don't know if anybody remembers the Fairground Square Mall. It wasn't that far away from here, but that mall was something else. I mean, when you went in there, it was like being on another planet. I mean, that place was dead, even deader than this place. I mean, that place was something else, and just like this one, it got knocked down, and the Boscov's is still open there. Same story. All right, we'll head back down now and see if there's anything else I should have pointed out that I didn't. We'll head back down the other side now. It's really unknown when they're going to demolish this place. Haven't really seen anything. They're being kind of secretive about it. Man, look at the sale on those shoes. I just bought shoes from Foot Locker online. I'm actually wearing them. But I probably would have came here to try to return them if they didn't fit, and They probably wouldn't accept returns. So sad the arcade's not open. Oh, I forgot to point out American Eagle. That's still open, which is surprising. Hot Topic, too. My sister used to shop here a lot. Sat on that bench waiting for it to come out. Closer look at GameStop. That's gone. T-Mobile authorized retailer. Here's at Annie Ann's. Lids. I don't think I showed you guys Gertrude Hawk, but that's still here, which is surprising. Right here, Gertrude Hawk. That made it somehow. Now we're back in the center. That'll probably be here until the mall closes. That and Bath and Body Works. Those will probably be the final day stores. Here's another one of these center kiosks here. Here's the center of it again, man. More of those wooden trash cans. Lots of wood accents in this store. Another look at the polyester porch. There's the FYE. I don't think I showed the shoe department, but that's next to that. That'll probably be closing soon. Lounge Around Games. Huh. That's also used to be part of the Gap. Spirit Halloween was in there a couple of years ago. Actually, a couple times Spirit Halloween was in there. Habitat still there. That survived. Bath and Body Works. Now we're coming back down to Sears again. Another thing I forgot to mention about Sears is that they have an auto center that it looks like they're getting ready to demolish that. It's detached from the mall. They also still have the merchandise pickup sign from Sears up as well in that area. That stuff will be gone soon. And now we're back down to where we came in. That used to be like a smoothie shop right there, which is gone. That right there. Over there is the main Annie Ann's, but as I said, we definitely got pretzels from the kiosk more than that one. Here's the smoke shop, home decor, which was the pet store. This area always smelled like a mix of dog poop and Annie Ann's. It's always something else. And they still have this Five Below sign up here, even though Five Below is no more in this mall. Across the street there, you can see Berkshire West, which is their shopping center. That has some different stuff. Boot Barn is over there. That is pretty new. Burlington, which I think that's also kind of new. Outback used to be right there. That just moved to Broadcasting Square. Then they have TJ Maxx. I believe there used to be H.H. Gregg. One of these used to be H.H. Gregg. Might have been where Burlington is. That might have been H.H. Gregg. They have DSW, which that used to be something else. That DSW used to be way over there. They moved to Berkshire West. Fine Wine and Good Spirits. Premium Collection, that's no longer there. That moved to Broadcasting, where Chuck E. Cheese was. And then Anna Nails. And yeah, over here is Clean Eats. This used to be Firehouse Subs. That is still open, but probably not for much longer. And then right here, as I said earlier, was the Five Below, which is no longer here. They also have this Korean barbecue and hot pot. I'm not sure if this is still open, but the sign is definitely still up. All right, everyone. Well, that concludes what is likely my last or one of my last visits to the Berkshire Mall here in Wyomissing, Pennsylvania. Definitely a retro nostalgic gem for malls of the 70s and 80s. It'll be sad to see it go. This is pretty much my last childhood mall that is still open, and they'll all be gone. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see this mall, make sure you get here in the next couple months because it'll probably not last much longer than that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.